Hey there, fish fans and aquarium aficionados. Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Fishfolio channel, where we explore the incredible world of freshwater fish and discover the hidden gems that make our underwater landscapes come alive. Today, we're putting the spotlight on a true star of the aquarium scene, the stunning and charismatic Rummy Nose Tetra. Before we dive into the wonderful world of these red-nosed wonders, don't forget to show your love by hitting that like button and subscribing to our channel. We've got a treasure trove of amazing content coming your way, featuring all the best and brightest in the freshwater fish community. From beginner guides to advanced care tips, species spotlights to breeding breakthroughs, we've got you covered on your aquatic journey. So sit back, relax, and get ready to fall in love with the one and only Rummy Nose Tetra. Now, let's talk about what makes these little fish so special. Rummy Nose Tetras, scientifically known as Hemigrammus bleheri, are native to the crystal clear waters of the Amazon River basin in South America. These small but mighty fish are known for their striking appearance, with their iridescent silver bodies, black and white striped tails, and of course, their signature bright red noses that give them their name. But these fish aren't just a pretty face, they're also incredibly active and entertaining to watch in the aquarium. Rummy Nose Tetras are schooling fish that love to swim together in large groups, creating a mesmerizing display of shimmering silver and flashing red as they dart through the water. In fact, these fish are so social that they should always be kept in schools of at least 6 or more individuals to ensure their comfort and well-being. One of the things that makes Rummy Nose Tetras such a popular choice for aquarists is their peaceful and easygoing nature. These little fish are non-aggressive and get along well with a variety of other peaceful community fish, such as other small tetras, rasboras, and corridors catfish. They are also incredibly adaptable and can thrive in a range of water conditions, making them a great choice for both beginners and experienced fish keepers alike. When it comes to tank setup, Rummy Nose Tetras appreciate a well-planted aquarium with plenty of open swimming space and hiding spots among the foliage. They are happiest in soft, slightly acidic water with a pH between 5.5 and 7.0 and a temperature range of 75 to 84 degrees Fahrenheit. While they can tolerate a wider range of water parameters, it's always best to aim for conditions that mimic their natural habitat as closely as possible. To keep your Rummy Nose Tetras healthy and vibrant, it's important to provide them with a balanced and varied diet that meets their nutritional needs. These fish are omnivores in the wild, feeding on small insects, crustaceans, and plant matter. In the aquarium, they will eagerly accept a variety of high-quality flake, pellet, and frozen foods, as well as the occasional treat of live baby brine shrimp or daphnia. One thing to keep in mind when feeding Rummy Nose Tetras is that they have small mouths and can be outcompeted for food by larger or more boisterous tank mates. To ensure that everyone gets their fair share, it's a good idea to offer smaller, more frequent meals throughout the day rather than one large feeding. You can also use a feeding ring or a small pipe to direct the food towards the Rummy Nose school and prevent it from being swept away by the current or eaten by other fish. Another important aspect of Rummy Nose Tetra care is maintaining excellent water quality through regular maintenance and filtration. These fish are sensitive to the buildup of waste and toxins in the water and can quickly become stressed or ill if the water quality deteriorates. To keep your tank in top shape, aim to perform weekly water changes of 10–20% of the tank volume, using a gravel vacuum to remove debris and uneaten food from the substrate. When it comes to filtration, Rummy Nose Tetras appreciate a gentle flow that oxygenates the water without creating too much turbulence. A simple sponge filter or a small hang-on-back filter can work well for a Rummy Nose tank, providing both mechanical and biological filtration to keep the water clear and healthy. You can also add some live plants to your setup, which not only provide natural filtration and oxygenation, but also create a stunning backdrop for your Rummy Nose school to explore. Speaking of plants, did you know that Rummy Nose Tetras are one of the few fish species that are known to exhibit a fascinating behavior called planting? In the wild, these fish have been observed carefully selecting and placing small pieces of vegetation in specific spots around their territory, almost as if they are gardening or decorating their surroundings. While the exact reason for this behavior is not fully understood, it's thought to be related to spawning or territorial marking, and it's just one of the many quirks that make Rummy Nose Tetras so endearing and interesting to observe. Of course, no discussion of Rummy Nose Tetras would be complete without mentioning their incredible color-changing abilities. You see, these fish are like the mood rings of the aquarium world. Their signature red noses can actually change color depending on their health, stress levels, and social status within the group. A bright, vibrant red nose is a sign of a happy and healthy Rummy Nose Tetra, while a pale or faded nose can indicate stress, illness, or a lower position in the pecking order. This color-changing ability is not only fascinating to observe, but also incredibly useful for monitoring the overall health and well-being of your Rummy Nose school. By keeping a close eye on the color of your fish's noses, you can quickly detect any potential issues and take action to address them before they become more serious. So, if you notice that one of your Rummy Noses is looking a little pale or lackluster, it might be time to check your water parameters, adjust your feeding schedule, or investigate any potential sources of stress in the tank. On the topic of stress, it's worth noting that Rummy Nose Tetras can be somewhat sensitive to sudden changes in their environment or routine. These fish thrive on stability and consistency, and can become easily spooked or stressed by loud noises, bright lights, or abrupt movements outside the tank. To help your Rummy Noses feel secure and comfortable, try to keep their surroundings as calm and peaceful as possible, with a consistent lighting schedule and minimal disruptions to their daily routine. Another way to promote a stress-free environment for your Rummy Nose Tetras is to provide them with plenty of hiding spots and visual barriers within the tank. These fish love to dart in and out of dense plants, driftwood, and rocky caves, using these natural features to break up sight lines and create a sense of security within their territory. By incorporating a variety of hiding spots and escape routes into your aquascape, you can help your Rummy Noses feel more at home and encourage them to exhibit their natural behaviors and personalities. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but what about breeding Rummy Nose Tetras? Is it possible to raise these little red-nosed wonders in captivity? Well, I'm happy to report that the answer is a resounding yes. While breeding Rummy Nose Tetras can be a bit more challenging than some other popular aquarium fish, it's definitely achievable with the right setup and conditions. To breed Rummy Nose Tetras, you'll need to set up a dedicated breeding tank with soft, acidic water, a temperature range of 78 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit, and plenty of fine-leaved plants or spawning mops for the fish to lay their eggs on. You'll also want to condition your breeding pair with high-quality live and frozen foods to ensure they are in top reproductive health. Once your breeding tank is set up and your fish are conditioned, you can introduce your chosen pair and let nature take its course. Rummy Nose Tetras are egg scatterers, meaning the female will release her eggs onto the plants or spawning mops, while the male follows behind to fertilize them. After spawning, it's important to remove the adult fish to prevent them from eating the eggs or fry. Caring for Rummy Nose Tetra fry can be a bit tricky, as they are incredibly tiny and delicate in their early stages of life. These little ones will need a diet of microscopic foods like infusoria, rotifers, and newly hatched brine shrimp until they are large enough to accept larger prey. It's also crucial to maintain pristine water quality and perform frequent small water changes to keep the fry healthy and free from disease. As the fry grow and develop, they will begin to take on the iconic red nose and striped tail of their parents, and will eventually be ready to join the main tank or be sold or traded to other aquarists. Raising a batch of Rummy Nose Tetras from egg to adult can be an incredibly rewarding experience and a true testament to your skills and dedication as a fish keeper. Of course, whether you choose to breed your Rummy Nose Tetras or simply enjoy them as a stunning addition to your community tank, there's no denying the charm and appeal of these incredible little fish. With their vibrant colors, lively personalities, and fascinating behaviors, Rummy Nose Tetras are sure to steal your heart and become a cherished part of your aquatic family. So what are you waiting for? If you're looking for a small, colorful, and easy-to-care-for schooling fish that will bring life and energy to your aquarium, look no further than the amazing Rummy Nose Tetra. Trust me, once you've experienced the joy and wonder of these little red-nosed gems, you'll never look back. As always, thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into the world of Rummy Nose Tetras. We hope you've learned something new and exciting about these incredible fish, and that you're inspired to give them a try in your own aquarium. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the Fishfolio channel for more amazing content featuring all your favorite freshwater fish and invertebrates. We've got so much more in store for you, from expert care guides and DIY tutorials to stunning tank tours and species spotlights that will keep you informed and inspired on your aquatic journey. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, happy fish keeping!